to say goodbye as the past years of our lives flash before us. This crossroad is not the first, and we realize it is certainly not the last. We'll stop to reminisce about the times we've laughed and the times we've cried. But we know that we will be together, we'll always be together, as long as we can remember. And this fills our hearts with confidence. We can overcome any obstacles that approach us. We have the power to dream our dreams and make them our realities. We have been blessed with this courage and the love of each of you here with us this evening. May we continue to be so blessed, and may we treasure the memories that will live on in our hearts forever.
Board of Education, administrators, teachers, parents, relatives, friends, and graduates. Welcome to the 56th commencement of Lodi High School. Over the past few years, it has been our practice to focus on the accomplishments of our graduates in our welcoming address. It seems appropriate this evening. Lodi High School has been filled with outstanding individual and collective accomplishments. They have brought many honors to themselves, to their families, to the community, and to our school. We look back over these past 4 years with a sense of pride and joy in their achievements. They have played an important part in the growth and change at our school. Changes that have helped to improve the overall educational atmosphere, and changes in curriculum making Lodi High School's education more demanding and challenging. Change is sometimes difficult for people to accept. Yet these young people have not only been cooperative, but also supportive. And they have progressed, and as they progressed through the years, they have assumed responsibility and leadership. They brought renewed interest and vigor to programs and activities. Our band, bright and colorful, now takes part in various competitions. Our athletic teams, both male and female, have had a great deal of success and brought honors to our school. Our students compete academically in math leagues and science leagues. Student projects in fine arts, industrial arts, and home economics have won many awards at various craftsmen's fairs and educational exhibits. We have graduates sitting on this stage who've been accepted to some of the finest colleges and universities in the country. They have their sights set very high, and we're sure, knowing them as we do, that they will be successful. We have graduates who will continue their studies in the arts, pursue careers in the business world, and some who will continue their education in trade and technical schools. And yes, we have some graduates undecided on exactly what they will do. But we are certain, after spending 4 years with them, that whatever their choices, whatever their pursuits, they will achieve individual success. This is a class that has received well over $300,000 in scholarships and grants and aid. This is a class that has had a remarkable degree of success. They have been a hardworking, respectful, caring, and courteous group of young people. There is no reason to doubt that they will take their place in society as responsible and very dependable young adults. To all of our parents, we thank you. We thank you for your concern and your cooperation. We offer our congratulations, and we share your feelings of joy and pride on this occasion. And to each and every one of you, our graduating class of 1991, we thank you for being part of 4 exciting and challenging years at Lodi High School. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, may I wish all of you continued success, years of good health, and a lifetime filled with happiness. Good luck, and God bless you all.
Mr. Benson, on behalf of the graduating class of 1991, I'd like to present to you.
Thank you, Mike. On behalf of the administration, the faculty, the student body, I am happy to accept this gift from your class. I assure you that whenever we choose to or decide when to use this empty envelope, that you will be part of that decision. Thank you. To our Lodi High School co-valedictorians. Lodi High School class of 1991, presented to Rebecca Fishbein as our valedictorian. Lodi High School class of 1991, co-valedictorian, presented to Snehal Patel.
Good evening, Mr. Callisti, Mr. Benson, Mr. DeMiro, Mr. DeFalco, faculty, parents, friends, and other guests. We are here this evening to share words, tears, memories, a new beginning, a future built on yesterday and now. As this phase of our lives comes to an end tonight, it is important to reflect upon these events and people in our lives who have influenced or touched us. We, the class of 1991, will always cherish the memories we have of Lodi High School, of the teachers and friends who have helped us survive the past 4 years, and of our parents for getting us through the past 18. We were born during the 1970s, and were merely spectators in a decade that brought about change. During the 80s, we became part of a decade of awareness, and as we enter the 90s, we must be participants in a decade that will bring about harmony among people and nations. We, the class of 1991, are now ready to meet the challenges of the future. We are individuals who motivate change, who foster self and social awareness, and who hope to inspire and achieve harmony. As we look back upon the 1970s, when we were learning to walk and talk, playing with Star Wars figures, asking Scotty to beam us up, and singing children's songs, the world around us was making major medical advancements in bionics and witnessing the birth of the first test tube baby. Space exploration was a major concern as the first American moon buggy equipped with a television camera gave us our first glimpse of another world. Women at this time were marching for changes in laws and attitudes concerning equality between the sexes. As the 1970s drew to a close, we learned that change is growth as a new decade of awareness was ushered in. Although the oil crisis created a fuel shortage, it also taught people the value of our natural resources and the need to protect them, challenging us to become a generation concerned with the environment. We saw the changes of the 70s erupt in violence, as in the nightmare of the Vietnam War and the Kent State Massacre, and the war between Egypt and Israel. During this time, the dishonesty of our government in the Watergate scandal was slowly replaced with a new trust in government and a new hope for the 80s.
As we moved into the 80s, our first steps were replaced by skateboards and roller skates. Our toys were now video games, Transformers, and Cabbage Patch dolls. And we were listening to Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Duran Duran. At this time, though, our nation became involved in an anti-drug movement initiated with the Just Say No campaign. A disease named AIDS baffled our medical and scientific experts and took the lives of many people. Politically, a woman, Geraldine Ferraro, ran for the vice presidency, and an Afro-American, Jesse Jackson, entered the presidential race. The 80s was indeed a decade of awareness. Our grandparents saw the rising of the Iron Curtain, and we witnessed its demolition. Communism came to an end in Eastern Europe, and the unification of East and West Germany took place. The two superpowers, Russia and the US, came together in a joint effort for world peace, thus bringing the Cold War to an end. We lived through Black Monday, a day when the stock market dropped more than 500 points. We became a nation cognizant of the problems around us and became motivated to bring about solutions. It was during this decade that the family unit once again became a priority. Through music, we band together in numbers and in spirit and sang, "We Are the World." Reflecting, we cannot overlook Roger Rabbit and The Simpsons and their induction into the Animation Hall of Fame, along with our favorites Mickey Mouse, Roadrunner, and Bugs Bunny. We cheered as the LA Lakers won 5 NBA championships in the decade. Towards the end of the 80s, disco music of the 70s faded and rap was in. On a personal note, we learned that cross-multiplication is just not possible. Now we find ourselves as young adults entering the realm of the real world. Entering the 90s, our time to make a difference. Our means of transportation is now a car. Our hours of play have been replaced by hours of study and employment. What is it that we, the future, can do? Confronted with the war in the Gulf, we were now personally involved. Family, friends, even members of Lodi's community were called to service. The 90s is our decade, a decade that is calling us, each one of us, from all walks of life, to be the spokespersons for our generation, a generation that is committed to harmony. As the torch is handed to us, we must utilize the knowledge and experiences that we, the class of 1991, possess in order to secure our future. Not only were we influenced by the events that were happening around us, but also, and more importantly, by the love, encouragement, and support of our family, teachers, and friends, who are so much part of our lives. As we say goodbye to Lodi High School and to our classmates with whom we shared the past 4 years, each of us looks to our future with an anticipation and leaves the past with cherished memories. I would like to conclude this evening with the words of Oliver Wendell Holmes, who once sheepishly said, "The great thing in this world is not so much where we are, but in what direction we are moving." Thank you.
particular pride and pleasure that I present the Lodi High School's graduating class of 1991 to our superintendent of schools, Mr. Robert Polisi. Mr. Polisi.
Thank you, Mr. Benson. Graduates, parents, members of the Board of Education, and fellow educators. It is a privilege that I have been anticipating to address you tonight. We are all in a festive mood befitting the completion of 4 years of hard labor on the part of our guests of honor, and also the arrival of a worthy goal, which has sometimes seemed long and difficult of attainment. In your search for self-discovery, understand that identity and purpose and significance are not realities waiting to be discovered, but rather these untimely important realities. Identity and purpose and meaning are essences waiting to be created. And there is only one way in which one creates identity and purpose and meaning and significance, and that is through commitment. Gates of opportunity are open wide to all who choose to enter. There is a very special place in this wide world for all of you. So set your sights for it and pursue it. Whatever your choice, do not squander your years. Work hard to succeed. All of you are created to perform some useful, vital, and necessary work to justify your existence. Whatever the pattern will be your life, remember that all things are possible. It is dreaming the greatest dreams and seeking the highest goals that we together build the brightest tomorrows. Don't dismiss your dreams. To be without dreams is to be without hope. And to be without hope is to be without purpose. Don't run through life so fast that you forgot not only where you've been, but also where you're going. Life is not a race, but a journey to be savored each step of the way. I believe in you and your generation because as Americans, we enjoy the greatest freedom and prosperity of any country in this world. This generation and generations before you have made great strides in art, medicine, technology, and science, since man has the ability to create whatever didn't exist before. Your generation has the greatest challenges facing it in the areas of medicine, technology, and science. Finding a cure for the AIDS virus, protecting our environment, and providing our country with a strong defense, since America as a world leader has a responsibility to world peace, are awesome responsibilities. I know that your generation has the resolve to succeed in these endeavors, and I know that I will be hearing your names and seeing your faces associated with greatness in the future. And so I say to the graduates tonight, be all you can be. Do all you can do. Reach for the stars and do not settle for anything less. Tonight you say farewell and enter the busy strife of the everyday world. I hope and pray that you are determined to persevere in your chosen work, undaunted by rebuff or failure. God bless you always, and may God accompany you on your journey in life. God bless you. Mr. DeFalco, the graduates here assembled have successfully completed the prescribed course of study at Lodi High School in accordance with the rules and regulations of Lodi High School, the Lodi Board of Education, the New Jersey Board of Education, and the New Jersey Department of Education. They are entitled, therefore, to receive high school diplomas. It is a privilege for me to present to you the 1991 graduating class of Lodi High School.
Thank you, Mr. Polisi. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thought I was going to forget, huh? I deem it a true privilege to be able to address the Lodi High School graduating class of 1991.
Tonight will most likely take on special meaning to each of you. I'm pretty certain of this because 25 years ago, the Lodi High School class of 1966 stood in anticipation of their big moment, much like you do now. I stood with that class, and 25 years later, I can still remember the excitement. I can still remember the pride, and I can still remember the sense of accomplishment that we felt. But tonight, you are in the spotlight. I have had the opportunity to watch the progress of this group for quite some time. In their case, the total truly exceeds the sum of your parts. I believe that you have bonded together to form a very special family. Some of you may not feel that bonding tonight, but you will find that as the years pass, and as you bump into those that you're sitting next to this evening, it will be difficult for you not to talk about the experiences that you have had at Lodi High. You've heard it many times before, but each of you have been prepared to meet the challenges that lie before you. But let me warn you about one challenge that's ever present: complacency. When you feel that you have learned all there is to learn, think again. When you feel that there is nothing you can do about a problem, try a new and different approach. And when you believe that you have given as much of yourself as you can, give just that little bit more. Remember, no matter what degree of success you achieve in life, you can always find a great deal of peace and self-satisfaction in the fact that you have made an honest attempt to better yourself. Last year, at the graduation ceremony held at Thomas Jefferson Middle School, I challenged our 8th grade students to use the resources that they would find at Lodi High and then strive to improve those resources. I told them that they could contribute to the quality of their own education if they became involved in their school and participated. You are the proof to that hypothesis. I can think of no better example of this truth than your class. Your contributions will embellish the essence of education at Lodi High for years to come. The class of 1991's participation in academic, athletic, artistic, and sometimes unauthorized extracurricular activities has enhanced the fine tradition which former Lodi High School students have established. You did not look to meet the standards that were set before you. You sought to set your own standards, higher standards. Continue to strive for the same goals in life, continue to participate, and you can never fail. So on behalf of the members of the Lodi Board of Education, and as their president, I congratulate you. As a parent, I share in the pride your parents feel this evening. Proud, not only in your accomplishments, but proud of the person that you have become. And as a fellow Lodi High School graduate, I welcome you to our fraternity and thank you for your contributions. Each graduating class contributes to the memories that we all share, and the class of 1991's memories will live a long, long time in the hearts of us all. May each of you experience only the best in life and make the best of each experience. God bless you all.
and gentlemen, I just ask you so we can hear each student's name and honor them appropriately. Please hold your applause until we announce all of the students. Francis LaDuca, Charlene Iapelli, Audrey Beth DeFalco, Debbie Munsami, Hina Damodar Patel, Namisha Patel, Kathy Barra, Kim Michelle Adamski, Diane Marie Herold, Marilia Orlando, Arendita Sanchez, Karen Ibanez, Stephanie Oliveri, Lisa Rodino, Tiffany Rashka, Dina Woods, Shelley Naniello, Maria Amelia Da Silva, Lucinda Jeanette Diaz, Trina Alice Spence, Michael May, Ray Getz, Greg Marino, Jason DiRico, David Sita, Jamie Campisi, George Murphy, Matthew Pruden, Manuel Dominguez, Mark Leone, Joseph Vasilka, Anthony Polaro, Jerry Girardi, Anthony Pinto, Gregory Oriema, Anish Shah, Danny Parikh, Jason Mancuso,